Today I have a grind build for you guys. If you don't know what a grind build is, basically think of a hunter where like prismatic or something where they spamming their abilities non-stop to stay alive so that nothing can kill them. That's basically what we're doing today. We're spamming abilities non-stop with Warlock so that enemies can't kill us. And it's very fun. I feel the hunter main in me loving this build right here. I did take it to Lightblade as well. I'll show y'all the footage on that one. It was actually kind of hilarious. Suck you off. Pause. Okay. You see that wizard is blind like Stevie Wonder? Man, I don't know what to do with his life. As he should. Always a bane in my existence. Okay. So, with this build, you'll be able to spam your class ability, your riff, a lot. Like, it's kind of insane. So you'll get Wolf and Mail in this build. You have a Void Overshield in this build. You'll have Devour in this build. As you can see, I got my class ability back already. And you'll be blinding everything 24/7. And then you'll be getting your melee back, which also blind people. Again, another riff. And yeah, you just get to rally off all your abilities back to back without Inmost Light. We doing all this without Inmost Light, by the way. Just wanna keep, let that be known how crazy this is, right? Up a riff again. Get them up. Look. Throw a no bomb in him. Nah, don't hide behind that barrier, bro. Man, really tried to throw a dog at. Yep. Just jump a little bit. Throw this riff out. Tavern room. And then we get our melee back. Let me run over here and pick up this Void Breach so I get my melee back even quicker. Throw the grenade in, make him get back quicker. Melee. Go ahead and blind these people. He blocked my ish. I don't like that. I don't like that he just blind. He just took my ish like that. Oh, that actually hold me actually. Okay, it's okay. Use them to get my shield back some. This Bane is what is really the problem here. Like I said, it's a grind build. It's a grind build. So long as we just grind it out, we're gonna be A-okay. We're gonna be A-okay. I need he just got sent flying because of pocket singularity. I needed him gone. I needed him gone. Put another riff out. Yep, get them all together. There you go. There you go. Put out another riff. The Bane is what made this harder. This boss would have been dead already. I would have been freaking microcosm them, but I wanted to keep everybody grouped up to take advantage of the overshield. And then we just throw an overbomb to get them up out of here. And then we just microcosm everybody else. That's what I mean by this is a grind build. I didn't feel like I was in trouble in that situation. It was just like, okay, let me rally between all my abilities to stay alive. So let's get into the build. What up, guys? Alchemy saying something nice for you. So today's build is actually kind of insane, okay? You have to spam your abilities non-stop and the enemies can't do anything about it. So first I want to show you guys this clip right here of me and Lightblade basically tanking the boss and fighting groups of enemies that's coming at me without dying because of this build.
That part to me. That's our guy, the one guarding the temple. What's he doing away from his post? This could be our...
So as y'all see, the build is insane with some, you know, a little bit of skill set, but the build is insane, okay? So the Zada we're using is Nezarec Sin. Nezarec Sin said final blows, void final blows, increase ability energy recharge, okay? And I'll probably throw the recharge rates on the screen, okay? This is basically our Emos Light replacement for this build, substitute, I guess you can say. But Emos Light is better because you just got to deal damage with the abilities. You don't have to get kills. But the uptime on this is very high. So, you know, it's a trade-off. But we mostly here for the second part. They say combatants affected by Soul Siphon are suppressed. So the new Void melee that Warlocks have, if you use Soul Siphon with this exotic, you literally blind enemies for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Freaking ridiculous. Then defeating suppressed targets grant more time for Abyssal Extractor, okay? So that's the uptime with the whole ability to come back quicker. The stats you want for this build is just like the stats you were running for any grind build that you spam your abilities non-stop. 100 melee, 100 grenade, 100 class, 100 super, 100, basically 100 everything, okay, except HP. Well, of course, we got font mods on our build and stuff to get the other 100 stats for like super and weapon and whatnot. But that's what you want to run for. You want uptime on your abilities as fast as possible, and then pour the rest of your melee stack because you are spamming your melee, right? We got on Exodus down to get that extra 30% damage reduction in this build on top of the Void Overshield and Woven Mill we will have. The artifact we're running is Tablet of Ruin because it's very void friendly, and we will be using Festival Flight with Sever. As y'all can see, we were doing Festival Flight Sever with Attrition Orb. If you don't have this yet, make sure you go get it at the tower. It's literally the meta, okay? So get yourself a Festival Flight. The weapon we're using, by the way, the Recluse, because the Recluse get an ability called Collective Pugilism, and this is the only void weapon that has it, as far as I know of, as an SMG. So this basically making that when we pick up a element to pick up, every bullet we deal damage with this weapon give us melee energy. So this allows me to not have to use Monte Carlo in our build, and we can use this instead to get our melee back super quick after we pick up a Void Breach. Every bullet we shoot for like 8 seconds gives us melee energy back, which is insane. Okay, and then your heavy can do whatever you want. We got a free exotic slot, so I use this for barriers, champions, microcosm. But if there's no barriers, we throw on truth, obviously, right? But like I said, an artifact. We got 2 shreds on, so sever enemies with Festival Flight. Kill them, they get Woven Mill spot for us, so we get 45% damage reduction and some HP while we're standing near it. We got on Defibrillating Blast, so if we do stun a champion, we'll get max bolt charges, and then if we trigger that bolt charge with an ability, it'll jolt them and give us health. We got on Horror Shuttle, so damaging unraveled targets, spawn threatlings, and threatening sever people as well to keep the loop going with 2 shreds. We got Malign Harvest on. When we rapidly applying Volatile, it calls our next void weapon damage to do weakening. That's cool and fine and dandy. We will be doing Volatile in this build, but we're mainly here for the second part where applying weaken provides a void overshield. Our Void Soul put out a Void Soul freaking weaken people, so that's a void overshield for us. So just good uptime, you know what I'm saying? And our grenade gonna be weakening people. We got Flash over on this to do combo with Defibrillating Blast. Whenever we do stun a champion, we'll get Amplified because we get maximum bolt charges, and then that bolt charge will do extra damage as well. So that's how we get Amplified in the build easy. We got Volatile Marksman on because doing Volatile detonations run us class building energy. So, and getting rapid precision hits or rapid void weapon kills will give us Volatile rounds. So this is how we get our class ability back even quicker for our rift, so we can spam it more often, so we get more void souls out there. And then we got Elemental Siphon on, so when we do get kills with our void weapon, we make void breaches for ourselves to pick up, and that just combos perfectly with Collective Pugilism, so that we can shoot bullets with it to get our melee back quicker. Okay. Subclass, we're rocking Cataclysm, highest damage, Nova Bomb. We got on Empowerment Rift. Empowering Rift, making that while we stand inside of it, we get even more ability uptime, regen faster rate on all our abilities, just like the helmet. So they stack together, getting us our abilities back even quicker. And it also gives some ammo generation. So we kill enemies inside the rift, we get special ammo and heavy quicker. Burst Glide, Pocket Singularity. Pocket Singularity also volatile people as well. Like I said, volatile people, detonate the volatile, get more class ability energy. So as y'all can hear right now, as y'all hearing right now, freaking our melee give us our class ability energy back. Our class ability help us get all our abilities back. We got a vortex grenade. This gonna help us get our melee back. We gonna get to that how, okay? So grenade gonna give us our melee back. Melee gives us our class ability back. Our class ability help us get our other abilities back even quicker. So it's a whole loop. It's a revolving door, okay? We have Child of the Old God on. I love Child of the Older God in this build. Again, this is a grind build. We spamming abilities non-stop, staying alive, and we slowly whittling the enemies away, okay? So, Child of the Old God, when you pop your rift, you get a Void Soul. And then whoever you damage with your weapon, the Void Soul will fly to them and it'll weaken them. But also, too, it suppresses them. And suppression is considered blind in this game as well. So, when you shoot a Void Soul at enemies or enemies run into your Void Soul, they get blinded for like 4 seconds. Okay, so you can literally purposely make an enemy run to you, shoot the Void Soul at that enemy so the Void Soul stay around you. So then when enemies start rushing you, you basically got a protective barrier around you that make it that any enemy that rushes you, they immediately get blinded and weaken and give you a Void Overshield. Or you can just shoot the Void Soul in a crowd of enemies and just get a Void Overshield, for free. Okay, because we got our Empowerment Rift on, Void Soul actually give us HP, 25 HP per second as they're doing damage to enemies. So this is also a more survivability while we got a Void Overshield on, Wolf and Mail on, sometime amplified, the 30% for Exodus down. This is healing us with the Devourer that's going to be in this build as well. We have on Soul Siphon. Soul Siphon says, once you deal damage with your melee, so once you shoot Pox Singularity at somebody and it damages them, you get a second melee charge that is exclusive on its own called Soul Siphon. And when you use it, you basically suck the souls of the enemies. And while you sucking the souls of the enemies, pause, you get a Void Overshield and class ability energy. So our melee gives class ability, our class ability gives all our ability energy, and our grenade gives melee energy. Okay, like I said, revolving door. And the good thing about this too, Pox Singularity, now I got Soul Siphon for 20 seconds. So you only have to use Soul Siphon immediately. Okay, you got 20 seconds, right? And then when you pop Soul Siphon, right, you get a Void Overshield for 15 seconds. 15 seconds. That's insane. That's just insane. And a little good tech with the Soul Siphon too. I can pop this Soul Siphon right now and then immediately turn my camera to these enemies over here. So now I just suppressed all of them and made them all blind. Soul Siphon deal damage to the people that's in front of you, and you can walk towards them as well. So if they're not inside your range, let's say you accidentally use your melee. If they're not inside your range, you can pop in and move forward and boom, you got them. Okay, so it's very versatile, very versatile. Now fragments, we're rocking Echo and Undermining. Just make that our grenade do weakening, so we can throw our grenade at anybody and get a Void Overshield. We have on Echo Remnant to make that our Vortex grenade stay on longer. Why do we want our Vortex grenade stay on longer? Because we have on an artifact that said a fragment Echo of Provision. This says damage target for grenade, grant melee energy. So if I waste this melee and I throw a grenade at him, watch the melee bar go up very quick. You see the chunks of energy I'm getting from that? Basically, a Vortex grenade would give you like 80-90% of your melee back if somebody's getting hit by the tick numbers of it. Okay, you don't get extra energy if it's multiple people. It's still the same amount. But again, our grenade gives our melee energy back. Melee gives class ability. Class ability gives us ability for everything else. Okay. We have on Echo Starvation. This is how we get Devourer in our build because we don't have Feed the Void on. So just pick up a Void Breach or Power and you get Devourer, and you can keep it on forever by killing people. And then that gives you grenade energy. We have on Echo of Domineering. Suppressing people. We suppressing people with our melee and Void Soul. So suppressing people gonna give us plus 30 weapon stat. That's how we got over 100 weapon stat in this build while using fonts. And it's gonna automatically reload the weapon that's on you. And any enemy we kill that suppress give us a Void Breach, and again Void Breach helping that our gun can shoot and give us melee energy. Also too, this goes perfect with our Festival Flight. You kind of feel like a hunter because immediately when you suppress somebody, it reloads your current weapon that's on you, so you don't have to worry about reloading your Festival Flight. Okay, very good. So it's a good smooth gameplay loop, and I love all the fragment slots we get from having all these aspects on. And then we got on Echo of Exchange, where melee final blows give us grenade energy. So not only is our melee giving us grenade energy, it also giving us class ability energy because of the soul siphon. Okay, so you're gonna be able to spam your abilities all day. Your grenade gonna be giving your melee, so you're gonna be able to spam, like I said. Armor mods. We got on 2 super fines. This gives us 100 super. Because Nezarec Sin do help your super come back quicker as well. So you'll be able to get your Nova Bomb quick as well with this build. We got on Harmonic Siphons, will make Aura's power for our submachine gun. We got on 2 melee fines to get some more melee damage in this build. Because we are a melee build, technically, you know, with Soul Siphon doing the most damage. We got on Momentum Transfer, so whenever we do damage for our grenade, we get melee cooldown some more. Resist mods in your chest piece based on whatever activity you in. We got on Void Weapon Surge for our submachine gun, and then Kinetic Weapon Surge for Microcosm. But if you run in Truth, then you put on 2 Void Weapon Surges on. And then we got Invigoration on, so pick up Aura Power, we get chunks of melee energy to spam it some more. And then we have on Outreach, get some melee energy whenever we pop our class ability. Special Finisher for Exodus down proc. And then we got Reaper on for Aura Power whenever we kill somebody after we pop our Rift. This is the build. I love this build. Like I said, it gives me the Hunter fantasy. It's different. It's fresh. I get to suppress everything and spend my business all day without dying. It's just really good. I really love this build, and I highly recommend y'all give this build a shot. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys as always. And in case you're wondering, how do you handle Unstoppables if you're running Microcosm and you want to deal with all champions, you can take Recluse off and throw on whatchamacallit. And it has collective freaking pugilism on it as well, and it got Jordan feedback, so you won't be getting the volatile rounds from the artifact anymore with the volatile marksman, but you will be able to change volatile marksman to dielectric because you got Jordan feedback on your whatchamacallit, and then you'll be able to keep spamming amplified in your build as well. So you do have options here, okay, with your weapons. Love you guys, appreciate you guys always, and until next time, stay up.